we're going to rank the top 20 most iconic NFL football rookie cards of the 1980s. And we're going to rip a pack and hunt one of those iconic rookies at the end. So stay tuned.
Rips and Brews, card rips, beer sips. Rips and Brews, featuring vintage sport flips and king of pennants. Pennants, 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 pennants. Rips and Brews, card rips, beer sips. Rips and Brews, featuring vintage sport flips and king of pennants.
Welcome in. So in this video, we're going to take you through the top 20 NFL rookie cards of the 1980s. We're going to rank them 1 to 20. We're going to alternate back and forth, sort of in draft style, which is we usually like to do.
Yeah.
Andy, I'll let you go. I'll let you decide. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. We'll start it off.
Okay. I'm going to go with number 1. I'm going to go with Joe Montana from 1980. PSA 9 sells for about $3,200, but kind of a pretty iconic card there. You know, great looking, great set.
81 tops, 1981 tops, Joe Montana. I think the average PSA 9 is like a $2,700 value, but I agree. Growing up, we both grew up in the 80s. That was the most iconic card that you could pull, that you could have in your collection.
Sure.
Yeah, and that, I mean, I think still value is going to be up there amongst all other cards out in the market, but cool card. Did you have one as a kid?
I don't think I did. No,
I did. I wasn't a 49ers fan, but I did have a Montana rookie.
Yeah.
All right. Nice pick for the number 1 overall. Number 2 overall, I would say growing up, this was not as iconic until later in the 80s, but I'm going to go 1986 tops, Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Obviously the greatest wide receiver of all time. The value of this, even though, I mean, it was not like, it was sort of an afterthought as a kid because it was a little later in terms of like comparing it to Montana and the other big rookies of the early 80s. It later on, it would hold a lot of esteem to collectors, and it's a set that was notoriously difficult to grade.
Yep.
That green border doesn't hold up well with grading. I think a Rice PSA 9 averages like $2,600.
Yeah.
So pretty nice value for Jerry rookie.
Yeah, definitely. I love that set. You know, obviously that's a great set to collect. There's tons of hits in there. And you can't miss it, right? Like it's the one card, like, you know, everybody knows that card, at least if you're in the 80s. Even if you're not, you probably know that card.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a great pick. Yeah. There may be some more players coming off of that too, from that set.
Oh, so. I'm sure there will be. Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, I'm going to go, someone near and dear to my heart, obviously, as a Detroit Lions fan. Got to go with the 1989 scorer, Barry Sanders. Everybody was looking for that pack. I know I ripped a bunch of packs back then. I did buy one raw back then and had it graded eventually. But it was kind of always my grail card. I think, when you're ripping those cards now, if you do, you just see that sort of kind of a baldish head, and you're like hoping that's what it is. There's a couple people that look like him in that though. So
we've opened up a lot of that. We always hope we hit them, but we haven't got one yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's where that definitely iconic, and it's not like up there in the values compared to some of the earlier 80s stuff, but I agree in terms of iconic 80s cards, and for people growing up in the 90s too, that card was probably their grail. Right.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Great pick. All right. I'm going to go back a little earlier than that. I'm going to go 1984 tops. I'm going to go to the John Elway rookie card.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go a couple players close here in terms of these cards, but Elway, Super Bowl winner, unlike the other guy who might come next. We'll see. And I'd say a PSA 9 Elway rookie card, going to run you right around $500 on average, $470. I think it was the exact average for an Elway rookie.
Great pick. Again, there were a lot of iconic quarterbacks back then. Some superstars, obviously. Hall of Famers, of course. So any of those guys really are big hits. I'm going to take your lead on that. So number 4 for me, number 4 pick overall would be Dan Marino from 1984. I think it's same year.
Yeah, same year.
I actually had both an Elway and a Marino. My Marino is in horrible shape, but my Elway's not too bad. But again, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You know, gotta love him. So yeah,
Yep.
and you may have a price. I don't know what your price shows, but
I have an average of 390 for a Marino in a PSA 9.
yeah. So yeah, it's
Right.
funny because some of these cards will go kind of are more expensive probably because of scarcity, and as you go up and in the 80s and more in the junk wax era, they're still iconic, but they're just not worth as much either. So
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so number 6, I'm going to go to 1982 tops. And this is the first defensive player off the board. I'm going to go LT Lawrence Taylor rookie card.
yep.
And that's a little different than modern cards. Modern cards, defensive players don't really hold a lot of cachet in the sports marketplace. But back then they did. Back then defensive players were, equivalent in terms of desirability. And LT, probably the best defensive player of all time, arguably.
Yeah.
And not an easy card to get a high grade on. I would say a PSA 9 LT, right around $600 for a PSA 9.
Yeah,
It's a pretty valuable card. Yeah.
Also, I want to say one of the few rookies that I believe his card was the All Pro, right? Like he was an All Pro. It was just most of them didn't come out as being All Pro. I mean, it was actually obviously printed after he had his season. So
yeah, there was another player for that year had the All Pro in their card as well. I think they did that for all the cards.
Okay,
if they were All Pro, they just had All Pro on the card.
That makes sense.
In 82.
Okay, so number 7, I'm going to go with. This is probably going to hurt you a little bit, but I'm going to go the 1986. Going to go back to that. I'm going to go with Reggie White.
Yeah,
the Minister of Defense. I would argue that he still looked like he was probably 6 years into the league when that picture was taken. He still looked old in there. I guess because he did play. I don't know how old he is in that picture, but at least the green one, because he played in the USFL, right, for a little bit.
Memphis Showboats. Yeah, He's in the 84 and 85 USFL sets, which we, for the sake of this draft or ranking, we didn't include them because they're not true rookie cards.
Right.
But yeah, the 86 tops, great card, iconic card. That's the real greatest defensive player of all time right there, Reggie White. I'm saying, again, tough to grade set, but it's a card that for some reason doesn't carry the same kind of value.
It's affordable. Yeah, I was surprised.
$200, I would say, in a 9, maybe, right? About that?
Somewhere around there. Exactly. I think one recently sold for like 180, so you might even be able to get a better deal on it if you can at the right time.
I have one in my showcase, but mine's only a 7, so I might have to go hunting for a 9 myself. All right, nice pick. Can't go wrong with Reggie. So we're on number 8. I'm going to go same set. Stick with the same 1986 top set. Another player that also had earlier cards. I'm going to go Steve Young, back in the quarterback rank. Again, also like when we were growing up, I was 10 years old in 1986. So Steve Young at that point wasn't a big name, probably like the Brady, right, of that time. Like he didn't really emerge until he took over for Montana later on.
Yeah, he was in Tampa Bay on his card.
Yeah. So looking back, his rookie card for a few years, nobody really probably cared too much about the Steve Young rookie card, but it definitely has a nice value today. I would say $1,200 or so in a PSA 9 for Steve Young rookie.
Definitely. Good pick. Those are, obviously you're keying in on a lot of the quarterbacks. I'm gonna go with a running back, but I'm gonna go back to a 1984 tops. I'm gonna go with Eric Dickerson, featuring his iconic rec spec style glasses, I think, if I'm not mistaken. One of the greatest running backs of all time, I think. Certainly that period too. He was electric. Guy was just, hitting massive 70, 80 yard runs, which, it was, pre Barry Sanders. He was much more of like a straight inline type of guy that kind of just made a cut and ran. But Anyway, I love the look of those cards too. So
absolutely. No, that's a good one. Yeah, that was a pack set, 84 tops with Elway, Marino, Dickerson.
Yeah.
Nice pick. All right, I'm going to go to number 10. I'm going to go with 1985 tops, the first out of the 85 top set. I'm going to go Warren Moon rookie card.
Oh, okay.
Warren Moon, again, probably a tier down from like Elway, definitely a tier down from Montana, Elway, Marino, but great long career. Houston Oilers, also played in other leagues prior to the NFL, so had some,
Yep.
this is not as young as some of the other guys in the rookie card, but that's that classic like horizontal black set, tough to get high grade on. I'd say a PSA 9 Moon rookie, 225 or so on average.
Yep. Sounds right.
Yep.
Okay. Good pick. All right. Number 11. I'm going to go quarterback again. I'm going to go 1989 score again. I'm going to go 1989 score Troy Aikman. Again, not super expensive card. You can pick this up for a pretty good price. Kind of funny considering he's pretty legendary and also really transcended his sporting and really into announcing now too. Is probably most people under, I don't know, 30, maybe even 35 probably don't even know that he played football half the time. They probably just think he's the announcer. And
I'll say, I mean, as an Eagles fan, I hated Aikman as a kid, but I love him as an announcer. He's one of the best announcers there is. So that says a lot about the guy as an announcer. So
yeah,
I agree. I agree. I kind of card, and it's not like, doesn't compare to the value of some of the other cards we're ranking. $35 maybe in a 9. I would say maybe about that.
Yeah,
on average.
I think so. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's an affordable card for a great rookie card there for Troy Aikman. And that was number 11. So we're going to go to number 12. We go to, again, also another card that's not super high value. Iconic. It's also merging into the time of junk wax. This is probably the beginning of junk wax in football. I'm going to go the Bo Jackson rookie card.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, 88 tops, probably $75, $80 on average in a PSA 9. So not a cheap card, but iconic card, no doubt.
Yeah.
Bo knows football.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's great. He was so electric, so much fun to watch. Yeah, it's too bad he kind of his sort of football career was cut short. But okay. Absolutely. Good one. I will go with number, I think 13 we're on now. I'm going to go with, it's a little bit of an outside the box one. I'm going to go with a 1983 Jim McMahon tops.
Ooh. Oh wow.
I just remember this card growing up, and I always thought it was a cool card. It's not like super expensive. It just kind of sticks out in my mind as a card that, I don't know if I always collected it, but I always kind of liked the look of it. So,
yeah, and it's a great set, and I think it's like an average, like a $70 card, maybe in a PSA 9, something like that. Great, like, I mean, who didn't love Jim McMahon back in the Super Bowl shuffle days? The coolest dude on the team, probably. I mean, Peyton, the greatest player on the team, but McMahon was pretty cool. And he was an Eagle.
He was one of probably the first, maybe not the first, but he was certainly a diva. Maybe Joe Namath, maybe before him, but he was certainly one of the first that had like a personality, that
a little swagger.
Yeah, a little swagger that sometimes got him into trouble probably too. But
Didn't he? I think it gets his pencil stabbed in his eye. That's always why I wore sunglasses.
I think there was something about that. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but
yeah.
All right.
Nice pick. That's a surprise pick, but it's a good pick. I'm gonna go to another quarterback on 1987 tops. Staying with the Kelly Green. I'm gonna go Randall Cunningham.
Okay, I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
Randall. I mean, great Randall, a quarterback who's not a Hall of Famer, but changed the game as much as any other guy we're putting on the list here in terms of athletics at the quarterback position. I'd say 87 tops, a PSA 9, probably about $50 on average.
Yeah. Pretty affordable for you.
Yep.
Okay, good pick. I knew you were gonna have to take some more Eagles at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so at number 15, I'm gonna take another one that kind of a cool card that I always liked the look of. I think almost for the picture of it too. I'm gonna go with the 1983 Marcus Allen.
Nice.
So that's it just had a cool look. He was kind of had this stare, like a very focused stare, kind of looking off. Some cards just look cool. Some cards, are just popular because of the player. This one had both. I mean, he was an incredible football player, obviously back then. and really had some longevity that I think most running backs don't have. And it was cool. He was part of the Raiders too. So, had that allure.
And I think back then, back in the mid 80s, that card was a lot more popular than even like the quarterbacks. I feel like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he lost a little bit of his allure because of other running backs who came on after him. But
Yeah.
I mean, that was a card that everybody wanted back in the mid 80s for sure.
Yeah. He wasn't super flashy, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think that probably hurt him in some ways.
He had a long career, but he didn't have like the massive seasons that like Dickerson had or Peyton had.
Yeah.
Or, Emmett later.
But still,
All
of
right.
course, Hall of Famer. So you can't
Yeah.
knock that. And what did
Absolutely.
I don't know what did you see for pricing on a 9? Did you see?
Yeah. Marcus Allen about $75 in a PSA 9.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna have to pick one of those up.
Yeah, that's affordable. That's a cheap rookie card there. Are we number 15? Is that where we're at?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No. 16 for you.
16? Okay.
Yeah, you're an even.
All right, number 16. I'm staying with 1987 Topps. A quarterback I loved in the late 80s, early 90s. Even though I'm an Eagles fan, I love Jim Kelly. 87 Topps, Jim Kelly, rookie card. Again, didn't win the Super Bowl for the Bills, but was there 4 years in a row. That's not easy to do. And a pretty iconic card for Jim Kelly. It's an very affordable rookie card, $50 or so in a PSA 9.
Yeah, a little surprised how affordable that is actually. But anyway, yeah, great quarterback, obviously. Fought through some cancer stuff recently, I think, and still I think he's doing well recently. So that's great to good for him.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm on number 17. I'm going to go with one of my favorite non-Detroit defensive players of all time, Ronnie Lott. So Ronnie Lott, I guess it's another one, 1983. So it's another
82
I'm sorry. But it's another all-pro card too, that his rookie card. Again, it's kind of the iconic sort of thing of him on the bench just kind of staring off, like probably just being super focused. Obviously well known for being one of the fiercest hitters in the safety position, also known for amputating his finger so he could get back into a football game. I mean, how much more badass can you be than that?
Yes, yeah. And you would not see like a safety being like on this list in current NFL times, but yeah, that was an iconic card. That was a desirable card. And that was also one where he's got like a great, like almost like a thinking pose where he's horizontally looking. And that's a pretty valuable card. I think about $250 in a PSA 9. So,
well, that's really where you can tell, like the further you go back, the scarcity of the cards is a little bit more. They just weren't produced as much. So there's really anything I think before 84 almost seems to be
and especially
higher
high
than
grade.
the player. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially high grade. Yeah,
that's true. The further you go back, obviously the cards just weren't kept as clean either.
I know I had a Ronnie Lott rookie card probably in a rubber band stack. Right. So that's just that's what would happen back in the day. All right, so I'm at number 18. I'm gonna go again back to one of my favorite sets as a kid. I'm gonna go back to 1986 Topps. Staying on the defensive side of the ball, I'm gonna go Bruce Smith.
Oh, I didn't think about that one. It's a good one.
Yeah, Bruce Smith. I mean, people don't talk about Bruce Smith now like they do. Everyone talks about Reggie and LT, but that dude was a sack machine for a decade in Buffalo, and that's a pretty valuable card. A big reason, again, the great ability of that green border set is just tough. About a $220 card on average in a PSA 9.
Definitely a chase card too. I mean, I remember, a couple of them being, players he wanted. He was a superstar back then. Like from the start, I feel like he was just better athlete than anybody he was going against. So he was kind of a hit from the beginning. But good pick. You're going heavy on the 86. I can see that. Okay, my last card's a little bit of so this is pick number 19. It's a little bit of a wild card, I would say, but certainly a player that I think we both really liked growing up. It was really fun to watch. This type of player just doesn't exist anymore. I'm going to go with Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare, great nickname. I I believe it is a 1988 tops. So
Yep.
not exactly the, the set that you're really looking for in terms of value. You can certainly pick one of these up relatively cheap. So if you like Christian McCoy, you like the nickname, you can get one for very affordable.
Yeah, like $15 on average for PSA 9.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah,
I think you probably could even get a 10 for probably in the hundreds, which I mean is saying a lot for Gem Mint 10s of that genre.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a great card. I mean, iconic player, especially Tecmo Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, we should probably just love him for that too.
Yeah. All right, I like it. Okay, so where do I go? So I'm at number 20. I'm gonna go back to 1989 score. And there's a lot of rookies in the 89 score set that we could choose from. I'm going to go with Deion Sanders rookie card from 89 score.
Prime time.
Again, affordable in a 9. I would say $30, 20.
Is it really that cheap? Yeah. I didn't realize it was that
PSA
cheap.
9. Yep. But again, especially now with him as a coach and his son being in the league, maybe that'll climb a little bit. Probably a good investment card to buy up. But that's going to round out the top 20 there with Deion.
Very good. Yeah, that's great. I think it's a great list. I can't think of too many other players that I was dying to collect back then, or that jump out in my head. But yeah, great picks.
All right, Andy. So that wraps up the top 20. Let's rip a pack right now. Let me pull this to stage.
I don't even know what you're ripping. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So here we have a 1985 Topps wax pack.
Very cool.
So in this one, we're hunting the Warden Moon rookie card.
Oh, right.
This is the black horizontal set.
I
think there's also, I believe it's Richard Dent in here as well.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
But yeah, Richard Dent and Warren Moon. This card has some flaws, but again, can be fun to rip nonetheless. So let's get it ripped.
Was Steve McMichael or somebody? I feel like
I think you're right.
Maybe it was Richard Dent.
Or Dan Hampton, maybe. There's definitely another bear in there.
Some of the bears were in here, I'm pretty sure.
That gum is pulverized. Let me spin these this way.
I have to say, these were not my favorite looking cards, but
I sort of liked them. Yeah. I like the 86 better, but Willie Gay, Lions player there. You go by Willie?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Kurt Warner, there we go. Great running back. Penn State alum, Seahawks.
Got the old checklist there.
Checklist, yeah. Brad Quillen, 49ers. Tom Selleck-esque.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of Tom Sellecks back then.
Yeah, Reggie Roby. He's one of the better punters of all time, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Doug Martin, not the muscle hamster.
Not the muscle hamster. R.I.P. to him.
Mike Pruitt.
Yep. I remember that name.
Sticker card. What was that? That is who would the quarterback be? Wade Wilson? Who's that?
I don't know.
Tommy Kramer.
Oof. Okay. Turned into a lion.
Yeah.
At one point.
Paul Kaufman. Kim Bocamper. I don't see many Kims these days.
No.
I don't think I would make fun of his name, though.
No, I don't think so.
Rich Frenberg, or Ehrenberg, sorry.
Okay.
Tony Franklin, kicker. He was
barefooted, right?
Yep. Everson Walls, good cornerback for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Or safety, definitely a D-back. Eric Carson, great linebacker for the Giants.
Yep.
Mike Horan, another Eagles kicker. In the last card, Joe Klecko. There we go.
All right.
That was Joe Klecko was a great defensive pass rusher for the New York Jets. There we got it. All right. So that wraps out the list and a little bonus pack rip there. So thanks for watching. We're going to put these videos out. We're going to try to do these weekly. They're fun videos. We enjoyed making them. And stay tuned for our This Week in Sports cards that are coming out each week on Rips and Brews. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Peace.
Oh.
Rips and Brews, card rips, beer sips. Rips and Brews, featuring vintage sport flips and king of pennants. Pennants, 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 pennants. Rips and Brews, card rips, beer sips. Rips and Brews, featuring vintage sport flips and king of pennants.